Let's do it. All right. Moto kicked. Everything ready to go. So, we are back with Temur Urza mid-range. So, this deck has been picking up a little bit of steam recently, although the versions that people are playing are basically just the straight blue-green Urza deck, splashing red for Galvanic Blasts, 2 or 3 of them in the main deck, and then things like Blood Moon in the sideboard. My version is a marriage of my favorite card in Modern. This is Wrenn and Six, the second best 2-mana Planeswalker ever printed, but still pretty darn good. So for red and a green, you get a 3 loyalty Planeswalker that's +1, return 1 land card from your graveyard to your hand, -1, Wrenn and 6 deals 1 damage to any target, and -7, you get an emblem with instants and sorceries in your graveyard have retrace. So it's a 2-mana Planeswalker that just sort of sits there and accrues value. There are certain matchups where the -1 dealing 1 damage is exceptionally good. Things like Infect or Humans, it can be really backbreaking. And it's also really good with things like Cycle Lands or Field of Ruin to take your opponent off of their non-basics, or Lonely Sandbar as Cycle Land to keep drawing cards, as well as fetches to keep powering through the lands in your deck. Go away, McAfee. You're not useful even when you're on. All right, cool. And in the rest of the deck, we're playing a Urza blue-green list for the most part. Again, we've got the Galvanic Blast, but we've got Arcum's Astrolabes, Aether Spellbombs, one Tormod's Crypt here as a holdover from our older days. Engineered Explosives is, again, one of those things we've been just holding around. It's kind of awkward in this deck. If I'm going to keep an eye on EE in this league, it looks like the blue-green players are playing the EEs. One of the awkward things is usually your 2-drop slot is clear, but because we're playing Wrenn and 6, it's not. You don't really care about losing your 1-drops too much or your 0s. This high density of low mana artifacts means we can get Emry, Lurker of the Loch into play reasonably fast and use that engine with either Mishra's Bauble or Aether Spellbomb to draw a card every single turn. And then we've got some blue disruption in the form of Metallic Rebuke, Archmage's Charm, and Cryptic Command. And of course, Mystic Sanctuary ties the room together at the bottom. Also got 1 copy of Saheeli Sublime Artificer, which is occasionally completely busted in this archetype because every non-creature spell you play, which is almost our entire deck, generates a servo for you, which we can use for Urza mana, or we can chop it up and turn it into something else by using Saheeli's Minus. This is really, really neat with certain plays that you end up making. Then we've got just a smattering of things in our sideboard for the more modern format. We've got Mystical Disputes, we've got Veil of Summers, we've got Ceremonious Rejections. I'm wondering if I should slot some Aether Gusts in here. I think I should. I'm going to cut 1 Weather the Storm and 1 Ceremonious Rejection. Do I need that much against Etron? Maybe 1 Mystical Dispute. 1 Veil. I want something else for Aether Gust here. Okay, 1. Definitely want a second one. Not entirely sure. I guess since this is also against Titan, we could cut a Damping Sphere or an Ashiok. So I want to go down to only 1 Ashiok on the sideboard. That means my Graveyard Hate is a little light, whereas my Titan Hate is good here. Maybe just cut the second Weather Storm, get rid of them entirely, since Aether Gust is a reasonable choice against the Prowess deck, and we already have Uro in the main deck. All right, so quick little tweak there. We're brewing as we go. Anywho, I have enough play points. I got tons of play points. Sick. Cool. And a bunch of chests. Let's rock and roll, team. All right, we're brewing as we go. Anyway, this is the closest thing to a brew that I would say that I've really reasonably made in the last little while. I did it pretty close to when Mox Opal got banned, and I was finally like, oh, we get to play some sweet... we get to play some sweet Opal-less Urza decks, and that's going to be awesome. Cool. Stream Decker is updated with my tweak. Got some smudge. Oh no, I don't have smudge. There was a glitch with Moto. Won the die roll. That's how we like to start. We also like to start with a happy, healthy greeting. Cool. So we got double Bauble, which means we have this Metallic Rebuke available on turn 1. I can't currently cast this Emry, but I think this hand is pretty good. Not worth throwing it away for that. So I'm going to lead on Snow-Covered Island because... No, wait. No, I'm going to lead on the Misty Rainforest, and then if I have to crack it during their turn for a blue source, we'll probably get our... Crap, I missed playing a land. Oh, gee, I hope we're not against a deck which could punish us for that. Jesus. All right. Little tired over here. We're going to be fine. Goodness gracious. All right. Oh, okay. There we go. It was because we weren't on the right scene, folks. That's why I screwed up there. All right, Goblin Guy's going to draw us a card here. It's all going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Please play an Eidolon of the Great Revel. Make me feel better about my life decisions. Really? All right, fine. Boros Charm on top, sure. You gonna upkeep Boros Charm me or something? Yeah, I guess that's pretty sick. Because I couldn't have a rebuke there. Yeah, this that mistake is going to cost us. It's already cost us 4 life, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this game. Pretty down to that one mistake. So, can fetch shock here for red source. So our mana base punishing us a bit on this one too. Spike, so we're taking just a ludicrous amount of damage this turn. Okay, Goblin Guide draws us a card. I have to fetch and shock because I haven't drawn an Astrolabe yet too, which is brutal. So I'm going to 4 while they have 3 cards in hand. So basically completely dead from my goof. I think if we draw an Uro, it's possible we get out of this. Yeah. So this can get me green. Green-red gets me Wrenn and Six. Amber gets me another mana, which is not close to enough, and we're just dead here. All right, I'm just skipping out of this one. So, horrifyingly screwed up. Gal Blast their Swift in response to prowess. I understand that I could do that, and it so did not matter. Like, the Galvanic Blast shouldn't have even been in my hand at that point. I'm just chalking that up to, like, just a horrifying misclick. Completely punted that one away, and we're just going to move on with our lives. See if we can recoup this match. I'm just not going to worry about it. All right, so only 3 sideboard cards here for burn. So maybe... I don't think Weather the Storm is actually all that good against classic burn. It's okay. Okay, so in terms of sideboard, Aether Spellbomb's okay to have here. Tormod's Crypt's no good. Saheeli's pretty medium. Well, give me blockers. No, it's pretty medium. And then maybe one of the Cryptics. No, Saheeli's probably better than the Cryptic. I think I like this. Yeah, I think we're good like that. But yes, it's obviously, I don't know if obviously, but it is definitely better to Okay, so this lets us play anything that we draw. It is relatively painful on mana, although I do have the EE for interaction. I may keep this one. It's not great, but I'm going to keep it. It is better to kill the Swift Spear 110% because it is definitely possible to put out more damage with the Swift Spear than the Goblin. The Goblin will always deal 2 and potentially draw you a card. The Swift Spear will only be dealing 1 if your opponent is basically empty-handed. And burn going on empty, not so much of a thing. Okay, so we can let the Goblin attack us here, and then if we like the card on top, we could leave it. Urza's not great. Pretty sure we're going to go E on one, friend. But I needed red mana for Wrenn and Six. And then this turn we can play and pop EE, so if they play another 1-drop. Of course, they're going to have Idle on this game. We shuffled away the Urza. Then we got another Urza. Sweet. I think taking 2 damage to kill their Goblin Guide is probably worth it. This also prevents them from playing a Swift Spear or otherwise to attack us with this turn, so. Wrenn and Six is really bad against Burn, so I think we needed more cards in our sideboard for this matchup. So obviously cutting the Weather the Storm like immediately before we started the league looks terrible at this moment, but man, this Burn player with the just disgusting sequencing. They're just all about the upkeep burn you. Yeah, we're just super dead here. I can't play the cards in my hand. I'm already unable to play Magic at this point. We have 1 Thragtusk to draw to. And that's assuming we didn't die right there. So, not the best showing for my homebrew in game match the first. Just getting completely garbaged by Burn. Usually I have close matches against Burn, but it is one of my worst matchups overall. I'll just get it out of the way and move on with our lives. I mean, Burn's a good deck. There's a reason people play it. It's very, very consistent. You've been pretty lucky with how much you've run into it, haven't you? It's my best matchup. I have no idea. This deck has a lot of, like, 50-50s. Temur Urza is probably something like humans. Oh, E-Tron usually feels pretty good. I maybe should have fetched Snow-Covered Island there. 2 mana. Chalice on 1? Ballista on 1. Okay. Wrenn and Six gonna kill that. Crusader? Oh, or Find Your Spell Pierces, sure. I was like, you don't play that version of that deck in actual tournaments. So they're going to shoot my Wrenn and Six down to 1 loyalty here, which is fine. Yeah, the Wrenn and Six Field of Ruin engine definitely is pretty good against E-Tron. If we get Thought-Knot Seared here, it'll be kind of sucky. I think we lose our Uro. But then we have Aether Spellbomb. So we'll be okay. Yeah. So there goes one of our 2 Uros, which kind of sucks. I think we're Aether Spellbombing their Thought-Knot Seer here. Unless they also play a Smasher. No, then we're probably still popping the Thought-Knot Seer. It's pretty sucky, though. Yeah, I could have done that line, but then I can't activate Spellbomb. I guess it's pretty... I guess I should have just let my Wrenn and Six die. Maybe I'm playing badly. Because I just didn't want to give up my Wrenn and Six, but in the face of this, I'm pretty sure your line was better. Because now I lose it no matter what I do. But then I get to play a slightly bigger Urza now. Good golly. This deck doesn't want to draw anything but lands. And it's only playing 23. It's not that much higher than the others. So I can still activate Spellbomb right now. If I want to play EE on any number, it's probably 0 against their chalices. What we'd really like to have had here is Cryptic Command or Archmage's Charm in hand. If they attack with both, I think we're just taking it. We might end its turn Spellbomb the Thought-Knot Seer. Losing the Uro really sucked there. Smasher 2? Jesus. Alright. So we're taking 10. And then we're hopefully finding a way out of this. Jeez. I've hit literally 0 instants or sorceries. Wow. So basically it doesn't matter which of their lands I kill in terms of their mana. They're going to have enough mana. So I can field, get their Scavenger Grounds off the table so that they cannot get rid of my graveyard. Yeah, I think if they draw all his dust, I'm screwed anyway, though. I think losing my graveyard when I'm about to play an Emry is worse. Cool. So we're chumping this one of the smashers and taking 7. Sweet. Awesome. I love being at 1 with these fetch lands in my hand. Alright, so we're basically on like draw Cryptic or bust. Oh, they have a tech edge. Awesome. Well, Thought Not Seer doesn't get anything, so that's kind of awesome. Oh, they have more? Gross. Chalice on 1. Walking Bliss on 1. Wow. Oh, man. That's rough. We had such a promising start to that game. Alright, so... Blood Moon. Ceremonious. I think that's it. Crypt is no good. EEs are fine. Blood Moon turns off my land engine, though. Is Sphere any good, or is it just not worth the hassle? I think, yeah, Sphere actually might be better than Blood Moon. I think Sphere might be better than Blood Moon in this deck in general. Having the land package makes Blood Moon really awkward. Just looking for one more cut. Probably one Emry. They don't play a lot of removal. They might have more post board, but goodness. Alright, I'm going to keep this. It is definitely sketchy because I can't play this Wrenn and Six yet. If I draw a single fetch land, though, we're good. And without the fetch land, it's not even that good anyway, so. We've got stuff to do with this hand. There we go. Alright, we good. Relic. Alright. Chalice on 0. Well, a little bit lucky so far. So, Wrenn and Six doesn't actually help me out too much, so I'm just going to jam this D-Sphere here, because if they have an Eldrazi Temple in their hand, they could play it and then play a Mana Reshaper, but now they cannot. So it cost them 1 mana to sack the relic, so there is a potential chance that we could steal it with Archmage's Charm at a moment. Think can also just end of turn Archmage's Charm ourselves here, and then, but they'll just exile it. So I don't think that's worth it right now. So we'll play Misty here, play Aether Spellbomb here, and we're good. If they want to sack their Blast Zone next turn, that's fine. They crank Blast Zone to 2 to get rid of my D-Sphere. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. They want to sack one of their lands for it. That is fine by me. Thonod's here. All right. Yeah, I could have done it, but the problem was they were going to get to untap there, so I don't think it was worth it where it was. They let me put 2 cards in my graveyard, so I can nice. I can play Wrenn and Six and pick up my Misty, or I can play Mystic Sanctuary and get back my Archmage's Charm. I think the Charm is more important to me, so I'm going to do that. Sure. And right now I can crack Aether Spellbomb, draw a card, and then Charm if I need to. Yes, I understand. I'm not playing Wrenn and Six until their thing is gone. I'm not interested in playing Wrenn and Six right now. I wish I was. It'd be way better than what we're doing right now, but it's an okay pickup. They're going to have a trillion mana once they get their relic. Sorry, not the relic. Once they kill my Damping Sphere. They could have 8 mana next turn if they do it. So I think they're going to do it here. Yep. All right, moment of truth. It did come up last stream. It definitely came up last stream. That's why I was kind of more aware of it this time. Tech Edge, you jerk. Really? They didn't? Okay. What are they? Okay. I'm going to play the second D-Sphere here. So I don't have any colorless lands, I don't think, in my entire deck, which I'm just mentioning because I won't ever be able to EE the Chalice, but we've got a second D-Sphere, so if they have another Blast Zone, we can make them go get it. They Relic Enrage. So we'll see if they get the Blast Zone here. Oh, my Sanctuary. That's fine. Okay, here's where we find out if they have another Blast Zone. I think they play 2. Yeah. What would we like to set our EE to 4 or 5? I know we can't get to 5 yet. I don't think I want to set it to anything right now. I don't think it's particularly worthwhile. I would like to draw on Emry, although I realize I saying that while I boarded one out. So I can play Wrenn and Six right now into this Blast Zone in order to rebuy my Mystic Sanctuary or my Fetch Land, which is pretty worth doing. So I think I'm going to do it. I know this is probably going to result in Wrenn and Six and Damping Sphere dying. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I've accepted this. This is acceptable. So return Mystic Sanctuary. Going to Relic in response. I'm going to Scalding Tarn in response. They could pop their Relic in response, but that's fine. Yeah, I know they can correct the Relic. I'm just... There's no way to play around the Relic forever, so this is a reasonable spot. My Archmage's Charm is in my hand. I have a second Mystic Sanctuary in my deck, so... I just felt like this was a reasonable time to make that play. This puts them down another land, which I don't think is a bad thing. They don't currently have a way to exile my Damping Sphere. I kind of want to just main phase Archmage's Charm myself to try to find some action here. I don't think it's a wise decision. They didn't pop the Blast Zone. They didn't pop the map. Oh, now they're doing it. Okay. Cool. Yes. Okay, so now they finally get their 8 mana. So Smasher, I can EE on 5. So I'm going to let it resolve. I'd rather Archmage's Charm to draw 2 right now, since I have the answer for this. It's a bit of an odd way to do this, but I think it's right. Hey, buddy. The Urza construct is going to be a 4/4 with everything I have right now. How do you EE on 5 as of right now? Let me tell you, bud. This card's messed up. Hey, I finally drew that thing I wanted. All right. So I can play Emry and EE on 5 and activate EE this turn. So I think that's where we're at. The punish for this is if we... Crap, I should have done that after playing Emry so I could Mystic Sanctuary my Archmage's Charm back on top of my deck. That's fine. It's going to be fine. We're all going to be fine here now. How are you? So we're going to play Emry first. Did I miscount my mana? Maybe I did. I think I miscounted my mana. I think I can't do all the things I said I could. Yeah, I can't. So the question is, am I taking another hit from Smasher? Probably. Oh, I played the Astrolabe and then I wanted to play the Emry. That's how I did that. That's how I screwed myself up. Alright, this turn has just been a mess. Definitely could have executed this a whole heck of a lot better. I think playing Eon 5... If I play Urza, I can spin. Which maybe gets us somewhere. Damn, they're gonna have the Dismember in hand. Or Spatial Contortion. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Could still spin. I think it's worth doing. Great. Okay. So there's still a Chalice on 0, which means I can't make the 6/6 construct. I was hoping I'd be able to get there. Sweet. Great. Awesome. Love it. Alright, well. Hopefully they play second Smasher. Then we'll chump block with our construct. We would go to 2, and then be able to survive. Okay, what do you got? Endbringer? Please no. Good. Ah, wow, this league has been so brutal. Woo. Well, we got a lot of 4-1s to get to this 0-2. Jeez. Goodness gracious. It's cool, guys. It's cool. Everyone eventually gets just completely beat up. All right, we got the turn 1 Emry. Maybe this is our game. Spire Bluff. Okay, so likely Storm. Which means this Crypt is pretty good. Okay, so I'm not going to show them the Crypt right away, assuming that this is Storm. Wow. I have no idea what I'm against. Remand. Blue Moon playing Spire Bluff? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. Alright, this Uro's going to have a good time escaping, though. And I've got Rebuke up this turn. Still don't have to play this Crypt. Some sort of Delver deck. Oh, it could be It could be Aspiring Spike's Delver deck. I know he's been doing good with that. I know he's been doing well with that. So I know they have Remand in their hand. So it's pretty sure it's not worth jamming Uro into it. They're fetching in response to Tormod's Crypt. They're going to play Snap Burst Lightning? Yeah, right. Well, that's a good play. So, do I Roy them here? I think I do. So I got Rebuke up here if I want it. If they remand me, I go Misty, Fetch, Forest. Play it again. Cool. Bonk. Second snap. Target remand. Sure. Nice Ambush Viper. You can, in fact, kill my Wrenn and Six with it. Cheers. Wrenn and Six. Draw step, click me. What if no? Resolves? Eh? Eh? Eh. Okay. Tarn. Yeah, and then if Uro resolves, I respond to the triggers with... Sure. I respond to the triggers by getting Mystic Sanctuary and resetting Metallic Rebuke, I think. I think that's worth doing. It's better to draw... Yeah, it's better to draw a Metallic Rebuke here than Unknown Spell. Okay. And then next turn we have Uro plus Metallic Rebuke back up. So should be in a good place here against this sweet little build from our opponent. Don't wreck me. Thank God. I kind of needed this one. We have been having a league, and I would like a win, please. Yeah, I can play Astrolabe and still have Rebuke up. Holding up Field of Ruin against that deck is not particularly a big deal, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, I'm going to leave the Spellbomb in my hand so I can have Rebuke and Tormod's Crypt here. Because I think they're a four Snapcaster kind of deck. Bolt me. Sure. Good luck. You're trying to burn out Uro. Well, that's going to get you close. Alright, Fancy Burn. Eat Uro. Oh, they've conceded. Oh, no, they didn't. It was just a random middle of the turn lockup. No land card to put into play. You are right. Playing Spellbomb would allow me to do those things. I was not thinking that deeply, but I should have. I'm gonna fire off this on their on their Mutavault. Play this Astrolabe. So we should be there now. Yeah, cool. So Thragtusk, Mystical Dispute, Veil. These are all options here. I can cut an Urza in this matchup because Uro is the nuts, and we're bringing in Thragtusk. That was our first game win this league? I think so. It's definitely been a rough one. I don't think Veil is actually supposed to be all that good here. Ashiok worth bringing in? I don't think so. They're not a heavy graveyard synergy deck at all. They just use Snapcaster. Preventing them from searching is not particularly good. I'm going to do a Scientician split here. Bring in one Veil. It's a pretty damn good hand. Thanks, deck. Guess the deck wants to win this one. Too much for the man. I like Veil mostly against black discard, but Delver. Hello, Delver. Meet your nemesis. Unsummon. They bolt me. Wow. All right. Yeah, I guess they know where their priorities are. Delver, no flip. I'll take your one. Alright, so could get Steam Vents or... Wow! I just got Stone Rained. Nice. Very nice. Alrighty. I think we're gonna be okay by the grace of God. I guess I should fetch it again there so that I don't get hit with that again. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna bounce it now. Get out of here, nerd. Boop. Cantripping Stone Rain. Jesus. Alright, they don't have 3 open. I'm gonna fetch now. They're gonna play Squelch. Alright. So we're getting tap breeding pool here. This could be good for future Uro escaping. Going back to Van. Alright. Apt. Apt is fine. There really needs to be, like, a card in... Ow. Okay, so this Veil is bad in this matchup. Because I'm definitely not playing proactively against them. There needs to be a card in Modern that sets up Delvers. There needs to be something better than Ops, something better than Serum Visions. So I can't fetch, huh? Fine. Fetch Shock. Alright. Bolt me. Sure. No flip. Don't do it. Goodness gracious. Alright. They reveal Remand, so I guess I finally have something to veil here. So I can put myself to 3 to have a chance to play Urza this turn, and then put myself to 2. I think we might have died this game. Oh, Omen of the Sea is kind of okay. The problem is it's an enchantment. Like, it doesn't actually... Like, it itself doesn't add to Delver density. So it's, like, real bad. Alright, I need to draw one of my Galvanic Blasts now. I also need them to not kill me at end of turn. Click. Ugh. The Urza clumping is so real. Alright, we're just dead. Cool. Sometimes your Urzas clump together and it's awful. Wow. Oof. We've just been going from flooding to not enough mana. Yeah. Alright, this is a keep. I'm gonna bottom. Scalding Tarn. So normally I would bottom one of these Emrys, but against a deck that is literally a pile of lightning bolts, I want the backup Emry. And I think Veil's supposed to be there as a way to deal with black discard decks, but I don't even know if we need it in those matchups. So bottom a shock, we can find a tap shock. Yeah, but I wanted to shock on turn 2 to play. So I guess the downside of this setup is while I have all my colors, I can't play an Astrolabe if I draw it. But I kind of was thinking I want to have all my colors versus having half my or 2/3 of my colors, but not having. Okay, so we have the snow-covered land now, so actually this all worked out beautifully because now I can play Saheeli, and then I can Emry to replay a Bauble. God bless it. I hate remands so much. It's just been really kicking my ass today. Alright, hold on. Didn't screw up. EE equals 1. I don't have the mana after I played the Saheeli. Delver, sure. Yeah. That's definitely true. I think I want it to be as mana efficient as possible. Like we're in a pretty good spot now. We can play the EE on 1 now, and then pop it. Cool. I think I want to play this Sanctuary for no value and play this Astrolabe into my EE. I don't care. It's totally fine. Cool. I think I want to pop this EE before I give them the mana to nimble me. Although I guess if they spend an entire turn doing it, we'll just pop it now. It's fine. Were we going to shuffle? Because otherwise I don't understand the point of doing that. Opponent, I don't think you understand how this card works. Which is a shame. Nice. They probably have Dispute in hand, if I had to guess. Just going to play the Emry here. I have a backup Emry if I need it. I'm going to play Uro as well. I don't mind them countering it. And I don't mind going shields down here. Oh, okay then. I guess we can just win the game. Woof. Good lord. Fabled Passage. That's bold in your aggressive deck. Okay, so they didn't have Dispute last turn. I think Saheeli is the easiest way to pull grotesquely ahead. Charm, sure. I can fight that. Should I fight that? Yeah, probably. Because then I can Mystic Sanctuary and then reset the Dispute by playing... Yeah, okay, cool. So Bauble them, get my second Sanctuary. So I can reset Dispute, Archmage's Charm, or Cryptic Command. I think we just reset the Dispute because I'm going to draw it. I can play Astrolabe to draw a card now. Shisha. Cool. Weird seeing Fabled Passage in that kind of deck. I agree with you. I don't think that that is anything like the kind of thing they should be playing. Yeah, and they concede there. That makes sense. All right, well, Uro and my pile of mid-range cards did what they're supposed to do finally. All right, we're here to play these kind of hands. Let's do it. Let's do it, and let's not draw more Urzas. Yeah, we do have one match win, which is almost some amount of points recovered. Opponent on Multa 5 and a really, really weak hand. Sweet. You remember at the beginning of this game where I said I didn't want to draw more Urzas? Yeah, me neither. Okay. I think against this kind of deck I'm going to shock this bad boy because I want to bauble them. And I'm going to do it during their upkeep. I'll see one of the cards they draw. Monastery Mentor. Whoa. I wonder if this is JAC. Okay. Do you cycle? I was going to hold on to it in case I needed the land drop. I didn't want to need the land drop, but... Okay, we're against a Mystic Sanctuary deck, so I think these 4 cards are good here. Spellbomb. Ooh, yeah, Spellbomb is probably less than great. I bet Wrenn and Six is not that good. That was a premature concession. No, I think they missed they missed their turn 2 land drop and they missed their turn 3 land drop. I assume they felt like they weren't coming back in that game, and I think they were probably correct. They were really, really far behind. I wonder if this is like a new Breach variation or if this is JAC. Oh, nice. Thank you, deck. Opponent blowing their baubles real hard. I assume they are an Emry deck. Yeah, they're definitely an Emry deck. So, feels good, man. Hey, friend. So they will be able to EE to get rid of my Tormod's Crypt, but what they don't know... Yeah? Nice. Man. This is, you know how those first 2 matches were for us? I feel like that's what this one is for them right now. This is just, like, not even fair. Muddle the Mixture Transmute. Oh my god. Okay, so it's a Breach deck. Yeah, it's grinding Breach. So in theory, they can combo us to death next turn. So hopefully this Ashiok does some damage, because it is entirely possible Ashiok has no relevant text and we just die. I'm going to mill them because it's possible to hit their Thassa's Oracle there. And that really messes with their ability to win the game. Okay, they got Station. They got a land. They can't play Breach, though. They don't have the colors. Did they? I don't... What? They milled me? Why? Okay, whatever. So we're going to mill them again, and then we're just going to hold up Cryptic. And they scooped. Wow. That's, okay. One way or another, this has been a very unsatisfying league. Just got completely stomped in 2 of our matches, and then we've had a bunch of non-games in the other ones. Did they BM? I didn't see it. I saw some BM earlier, but not in that one. Alright. These are the hands we're in the business of keeping, boys. Oh, they said whatever before scooping? I mean, that's fine. That's not bad. Wow. We've gotten to see some really bad hands. Alright, so I screwed up there with my sequencing ever so slightly. I think I should have fetched a snow-covered island, because then I could make islands my first 3 land drops and then have Sanctuary ready to go. It's a small detail, but sometimes the small details matter. Foundry. Okay, so maybe we're against the blue-white Urza deck here. So I really want to have this Metallic Rebuke up this turn for it to fairy. Luckily, I will. That is reasonable. What's our record? 2-2. Our record is 2-2. 2-2-2-2-2-2. Do it. That's not a tough fairy. Do I? I don't need to counter that, right? Got a Tormod's Crypt in play? I've got a second Rebuke. I guess they could Rebuke me back, but then kind of end up where we want to be with that. I think Field is good here. Field them off their white or... Yeah, I'm going to field them off their white because that incentivizes them to get... Sure. Shoot. It incentivizes them to get snow-covered plains, which means they don't have 3 islands in play for Mystic Sanctuary, and I still have Rebuke up here, so should be okay. I got it, Paul. I'm getting there. Team We Can Do Better has become Team True. Hey, look. I got it again, bud. Sorry, friend. Alright, let's draw a spell. Come on. I mean, that's almost a spell. Wrenn and Six? Please? I mean... Okay, so I think I'm just going to shock this and Bauble now. And hopefully draw Archmage's Charm. Soul Guide Lantern. Well, crap. Guess I'm about to lose my graveyard. Timing could be worse. Timing could be worse. It's like a proxy for a spell. Yeah, exactly. They take out one of my Rebukes. Okay. Seems reasonable. I wonder if they're going to figure out that their Thopter Foundry has text at some point. So, next turn, I can play Uro and escape Uro in the same turn. So that's the plan. Sack to draw a card. Well, okay. That's fair. Oh, this is a whir. Crap. Oh boy. Well, Yeah. And an Emry. Goodness gracious. I mean, we're going to have a decent turn here, but we're going to have to race Thopter Foundry with Uro, which is not... Wow, we're flooding. So I'm going to fetch right now. Oh, right. They don't have the Soul Guide Lantern anymore. If they have the Soul Guide Lantern, it'd be important to point this out. But I'm going to fetch right now so that I can get Mystic Sanctuary and put a Metallic Rebuke on top of my deck, because I think having a Metallic Rebuke in my hand is important for Urza coming down next turn and ending the game on the spot. Currently, Thopter Foundry puts us in a bad spot, but we're not done. But if they resolved an Urza next turn, we would lose on the spot. So the question is, what's the bigger upside? Is it holding the Rebuke, or is it playing Emry? I think playing Emry actually has a higher upside here. So even though I did describe what I wanted to do there, I think I'm going to play Emry. And the reason is, if we mill over a Engineered Explosives, then we can EE on 2 next turn and get rid of their Thopter Foundry before they get out of control. And then the turn after that, we get to EE their Thopters. And there is the EE in our graveyard. So rewarded for my line so far. Also, if they go too low on mana here with the Thopter sword, we can take out their sword. So let's see if they're clever. Actually, turn off auto yields. Cool. Yeah, I did the thing, Roy. I got the line. We got this one. We're doing quite well here. Let's see if they go down to 0 mana. If they do, we're gonna really get to wreck them. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Faster max. Alright. So we took like a 50-50 line here, I think. No, I think we were supposed to hold up the Rebuke, but I think if they don't get the Urza here, we get paid off real big, so Star. Okay. They still have another draw at Urza. Yeah, it is like they're trying to win. I don't understand it personally. We're gonna see some Emry on Emry violence here in a second. It's gonna be ugly. Ladies, don't fight. Ladies. All right. Did you draw your Urza? I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. You got my blood pumping, baby? Okay, so I'm just going to fire off my Tormod's Crypt here to deny them the Mishra's Bauble. I have the ability to replay the Crypt next turn, but I think we're going to be blowing up the Thopter Foundry. That's going to tax their mana the most heavily. Oh, don't tell me you have post. Did they Roy me? EE on 3. Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, we can escape our Uro again, so we're fine. But that was, I was really hoping that they didn't have the EE in their hand or in their graveyard, so I was hoping they didn't have that. I guess that's another thing that having the Metallic Rebuke up would have prevented, but it also means they wouldn't have bothered doing it because they wouldn't have any reason to. So we're looking to draw EE or another Emry here. We've got 2 draws. Breeding Pool is not one. Okay. Uro, Emry, Tarn, Wrenn and Six, Tarn. So I'm leaving EE and Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, that seems good. I mean, Cryptic's okay. Goblin Engineer. What does that mean? It's their only card in hand, so I think I'm going to go Cryptic, counter, and bounce my Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah. So Mystic Sanctuary, reset my Cryptic. Attack with Uro. So they're going to block my Uro with this giant stack of Thopters. And then I'm going to Metallic Rebuke one of them, or Galvanic Blast one of them. And it's going to set them back on mana pretty badly. Dude. Cool. Super Punch Out. Doosh. So I could have Cryptic'd their Thopter Foundry at the end of turn there. But they could just replay it, and I didn't have the ability to get rid of it. That's an okay draw. Can I attack with my Uro here? Don't think that I can. I could always Cryptic tap their team, bounce my Mystic Sanctuary if they put together enough Thopters. So let's see how they do this. I'm interested to see. Sure. Yeah, I could have spun Urza first. So now they've got 7. And then they can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power now. So I'm going to tap all creatures your opponents control and return target permanent to its owner's hand. No, I'm not. I'm going to tap all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. Oops. I fetch my other Mystic Sanctuary. Reset my Cryptic. Then draw it off of Uro. They can't make enough Thopters now to kill my Uro, so not terribly worried about it, but the biggest problem is I can't realistically get through this. I need to find an EE and an Emry, and they blew mine up. So I have more, but I need to find them soon. Cool. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 damage here. The bigger concern is if they draw an Urza, so we didn't have to lose our Uro anyway. Okay, so now I gotta find the Emry or EE a little more quickly. They couldn't kill my Uro at the end there. Oh, well, I found my Emry. Okay. So I don't need to attack with Uro on this turn, but it doesn't hurt me to do so. I just need to have Cryptic to tap down their team next turn so they can't kill me. Uro can die this turn. It does not matter. What matters this turn is having the mana up to Cryptic on their turn. Have we hit any counter magic out of their deck? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so they're whole hogging on against this Uro. Fields is already pickup. Are they going to try to kill my Uro? They are. That's fine. Sure. Okay. So I have to Cryptic before they attack. Do I? No, I don't. 9, 10, 11. They only have 11. And that means I can just replay Uro here. Cool. And I can hold the Cryptic for if they play Urza. Bauble, Tarn, Misty, Blast. Cool. Okay, cool. I think we may have gotten there. It's been a wild one. I believe this is game 1. Opponent may attack for 11. Mox Amber, sure. So EE on 2 doesn't hurt anything from me. Okay, so this time I don't want to go through jumping through a bunch of hoops right now. We're just going to EE on 2 at the end of their turn. And while they're going to be at like 40 plus life, we should be able to beat them to death reasonably quickly. With our 13 power in play so far. I suppose I should have upkeep Cryptic them, but I have so much counter backup, I think I'm okay. So tap all creatures your opponents control and return target permanent to its owner's hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got double backup for this. Cool. What do you got? To Fairy. I'm going to counter the shit out of that. So I'm guessing they have Urza behind this. But I have enough mana to do everything I need to here. Pithing Needle. Guess I just Archmage Charm that as well. This Mox Amber doesn't tap for mana right now. They have exactly 1 card left in hand. Yeah, I think we'll just counter that. I could just pop the EE in response. And there's a Pithing Needle in play. So I could pick up my Cryptic next turn to deal with. Let's see what happens if I EE in response. Sure. You can make as many Thopters as you want, friend. Oh, this gets their mana tapped down, and then I counter it. Got it. This makes sense. Bye, Thopter Foundry. Okay, now we just kill it. Or now we just counter it. Bye, friend. Then I Mystic Sanctuary back my Cryptic Command, play EE, smack them. Cool. Because we're going to EE on 0 now, so I'm cool to attack with this construct. Why didn't we Rebuke instead of Charming? Because I'm an idiot, Roy. The Archmage's Charm said counter target spell. It didn't say counter target spell unless, so I don't know. You tell me, buddy. You tell me. Okay, so play EE, tap it for mana, tap that for mana, sack the EE, wipe out everything, then play this new Urza because I've got oodles of mana. Keep the new one because he's sexier, younger. Thought you might have had a reason, hence I asked. No, it's because I was focused on playing the thing that said counter target spell, and I actually forgot I had the Rebuke because the Rebuke wasn't an option when they played it. Then they tapped out, so it became an option, or it should have, but it didn't because I'm not smart. All right, Bauble. Okay. The reason I'm bothering to play those things is just because it is more damage. I suppose I should not have attacked with Emry there, and I should have used her to get back Tormod's Crypt and nuke their yard. I didn't do that. Playing a little loose here. Just a little clock conscious, I believe, at this point. Yeah, no, I'm definitely tired. I just... Behold, Temur Urza, king of the mirror match. Alright, I'm going to hold on to that, just in case. Suppose I should play it and set it to 2. I guess now they don't know I have it. So we have them on next turn dead. Pentad Prism. You go, girl. Thopter Foundry. Counter target spell, draw a card. Got 11 cards in my deck. That won't kill me, right? Right? Hashtag got him. Cool. Alright, we're going to crypt them. 7 plus... Yeah, okay. Got him. Whew. That was a long one. Okay, so Ashiok. Definitely want that. Mystical Dispute seems reasonable. It's especially good against Thopter Foundry. Got one Archmage's Charm. Galvanic Blast kills Urza, although I didn't see any Urzas. Spellbomb definitely don't need 2. Go down maybe 1 Wrenn and Six and 1 Urza here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Uro was monstrous there. How good is Wrenn and Six in this matchup? It didn't come up. It can be very, very good. It can be pretty bad. Like, it's possible it gets attacked down quickly. It's possible it sits there in a cruise value, hits a retrace emblem, and you just win the game on the spot. I think this is slow but consistent. I'm going to keep it. It's possible we get really beat up for this one, but I'm going to have to keep my eye on the clock and try to play faster on this. Well, that wasn't the best draw. I mean, one of the upsides is if they brought in Mystical Dispute. Sure. Which I wish I had mine now. Shoot, that's a really good flip. Hi, Emry. I could get my Emry in here, but I think getting Wrenn and Six down is marginally better. I came here to play Wrenn and Sixes and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Oh, wow. That was sick. Oh, man. Wow! Brutal. Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah. I mean, props. So, I guess I can EE on one. Play my own sad little Emry. And maybe we can come back from this. So I flipped a Galvanic Blast into my bin, which I can get back with a Mystic Sanctuary, but I don't have 3 artifacts yet. Emry actually flipped 0 artifacts. Wow, that is... Oh, okay, so we're just dead. Got it. Cool. Nice game. Whew. Being on the draw is savage. Okay. It's fine. It's going to be fine. We're all going to be fine and great and good and fine. Yeah, that's unkeepable. Damn. This is bad, but not unkeepable. Toss one of the arrows. Oh, why? Deck the betrayal. Oh my god. Yeah, we're definitely keeping the 6 and being grumpy. It's a grumpy 6. I think I don't want to jam Uro into all their open mana. Hallowed Fountain. Do it. Because I want to field. Damn it! Oh, they're going to have the dispute for my dispute, aren't they? Oh, Pendant Prism. Yeah, that's a good play. Feels like their deck is really well set up. Pentad Prism's not a card you see that much of right now, but it's real good here. All right. Don't have the second one. Or Metallic Rebuke. Both work here. My Galvanic Blast is not good. Whew. We got there. Oh. Shoot. I can't quite escape Burrow. But I can reset my Mystical Dispute and then draw it, so that's pretty good. All right, play another Urza. Do it. Be Urza flooded. Come on. Yes. No. Boo. Yes, I said boo earns. Please do not hardcast a Sword of the Meek here. That would be so rude. Oh my god. Uh-huh. I know, I'm giving them more mana, but I want the Field of Ruin in my graveyard, so maybe I can escape the Uro. Oof. This is so rough. Why is Thopter Sword so much better than the mid-range deck? Oh, that's so bad. It doesn't go in my graveyard. Because I can... Yeah. Oh, I actually needed the colors. Yeah, you're right. So I screwed up there. I was just thinking we were screwed out of the line unless we drew the card we needed, but I actually had the fetch that I wanted there. All right. I'm just kind of tilted by the opponent just like natural drawing their combo and having everything in the right order to play around my Mystical Dispute. I definitely did not play that optimally. Well, do I ever? All right. It's been a good run, little deck. We tried. And this is why I play Thopter Sword in tournaments. Sure. I mean, at least... All right. EE. Nope. At least they're a little light on mana right now. So they have an EE. Great. Awesome. I'm glad I'm glad my opponent's going to draw the card I need. That's just great. Well, hopefully I draw something relevant here. No, of course not. Why would I be allowed to do that? Oh, they have an Urza. Super. I don't have enough artifacts to kill that. They can still play the E. Although because of the way they tap, they can't play it on enough colors to kill my Uro. But their construct is a 9/9. Gah. Oh, right, they have combo here. I'm just dead. I forgot. They're playing a combo deck, and that's their combo. Got it. All right. So 2 and 3 to quite the league. I started off abysmally bad by missing a land drop. Not missing my first turn, just the land drop. And overall, I don't know. It was not great. I think I might have to go back to the drawing board a little bit. I think the meta has shifted since the first time I was playing this. Maybe I was a little bit more unlucky. We lost to E-Tron where they just smashed us. And that last one against Urza, like game 1 broke quite well for us, and we ground them out, and it was exactly kind of what this deck is looking to do. And then game 2 and 3, they just comboed us twice. They just broke through really easily and comboed us twice. So not entirely sure about the positioning of this deck right now. Wrenn and Six felt really bad this league, which is weird because it usually feels super great right now. Like every time I play Niv Mizzet, it's usually like sniping Noble Hierarchs and Icefang Quaddles and all sorts of good stuff. Anywho, that's it for me for tonight. Thanks for checking this out wherever you did. Thanks for checking out the stream whenever you do. And I am not leaving the country yet, so I guess I'm going to be around streaming for at least another week or so. So you can check out Zach Ryle on YouTube to find this stuff, Mana Symbol on Twitch. And I hope you have yourself the very best night, the very best week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye.